Hello everyone, Mayor Hancock here. It's now time for Friday Mail with the Mayor. Happy Good Friday to everyone and happy Easter to all the Christians that are out there. Hey listen, I want to get started right away. We're here today, coming to you from the Housing and Homelessness Summit here at the Convention Center Hotel. What a great coming together to talk about how we can continue to address the challenging issues of housing and homelessness in the city of Denver. If you have a chance to follow online some of the things we're doing here, please do so at denvergov.org/housing. Great discussions are taking place here today. About 500, 600 attendees are part of the coming together today. I want to take the time to thank Denver Public Schools and all of the school districts in the surrounding region, as well as our law enforcement and other elected officials who reacted very, I think, appropriately during the very tense time we had this week as we were looking for an individual that was a credible threat, according to the FBI, to the safety and well-being of all of our children. Unfortunately, over 1 million kids were kept out of school because of the threat that existed. But I believe that they responded very appropriately and made sure that the safety of our children and our communities came first. And so I know it's a tense time for everyone. I want to thank all of our law enforcement and, of course, school districts around the region who played the role in making sure that we kept our children safe first in the city of Denver. I'm going to go straight to a tweet that I received. It came from, and I want to make sure I get her name correctly. This tweet came from, and I can't find it, Jennifer Crandell, I'm sorry. In response to this situation, Jennifer tweeted, "When will our leaders wake up and stand up to the NRA and gun lobby? I stand with Columbine, Parkland, Newton, and so many others. We are putting our lives at risk every day and demand action on gun control." Jennifer, I cannot agree with you more. I gotta tell you, we have spoken out time and time again from a municipal level about the issues of gun control, hoping that our state and federal government would move briskly to address some of the challenges, particularly thorough background checks on the gun purchases. But let me tell you some of the things that Denver has done. We are we have an assault weapons ban that dates back to 1989. As a city, we have litigated and fought to keep this law in place. We have won in the court on several occasions, but we're the only city in the state of Colorado that has an assault weapon ban right now. We also, to the extent possible, we forbid weapons to be brought into our city facilities. We do have a security apparatus when you walk in our city facilities to keep everyone safe. So to the extent of the law, we do not allow for guns to be brought into our city facilities. We have an unlawful storage law for firearms in the city of Denver as well, and this is meant to protect minors from having access to guns in the city of Denver. And we passed a bump stock law, bump stock ban in 2018, and we supported early risk protection order, which is better known as the red flag bill at the state capitol this year. And so as a city, we have done what we can to the extent of our powers to try to limit access to guns in the city of Denver, but also have sensible legislation. But I gotta tell you, before we leave, Jennifer, and to everyone listening, gun legislation means absolutely nothing unless we're willing to address the issues of mental health. And it is one of the things that, in my mind, I think as a society we have failed to appropriately address and to make sure we are allocating appropriate resources on the federal and state level in particular to address the challenges of mental health in our communities. And so I want to thank everybody for writing in. It's all the time we have for this Friday. Again, happy Holy Week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.